so as I remember, One More Time by George Michael. Today, that was another song that came. I did another video about a different song. But this song came to me, so I thought, okay, Spirit, what's this about? And I didn't research or look up the lyrics. I'm just going to go by memory. I've had enough of danger. People on the streets. I'm looking out for angels, trying to find some peace. I think it's time that you let me know. So if you love me, say you love me. But if you don't, just let me go. So teacher, there's things that I don't want to learn. And the last one I had made me cry. So I don't want to learn to hold you, touch you. Say that you're mine, because there ain't no joy for an uptown boy whose teacher has told him goodbye. Okay, so we get the gist of what's standing out to me right now. Is someone on the streets, someone looking out for peace, for angel. They're tired. I feel that this person in a collective, or maybe you know someone like this, is tired of when you're on the streets, there's a lot of, unfortunately, people afflicted with different things. Things are pulling on them. Attachments. I always speak about the alcohol and the others. Addictions. Spiritual takeovers of their mind, even, especially with, people that don't have a home, the homeless. Sometimes things are racking their mind and someone has altered their mental in some way. So yeah, I'm just thinking how much chaos is there. I'm feeling the chaos of the streets, and someone who just wants peace. They want somebody, a home, warmth, love, where you can trust someone. So this is not somebody whose soul is gone. There's somebody who still has fragments of their soul, and they want love. I don't know if they had that love though. Would they appreciate, let it nurture them, let it soothe their wounds, let it give them hope, and would they allow change? Or would they just say, thanks for the warm meal, thanks for the heat, thanks for the love, but I'm back because I'm sorry that happens, I'm back to my tricks. I miss my buddies. I miss that life. The life you thought you were tired of. But there's something in you that still have fragments of that, and you want to go back over to that. So that's what's coming out right now from that song. And maybe it is romantic too. Maybe you're someone tied up with someone in that kind of situation, and you want them to let you go. If they can't be right, if they can't love you, then just move on. So we'll see. First card out, unhealed. Yeah, I believe this is this person, and I'm picking up on who is ready to leave the streets and leave behind the danger, and just wants like an earth angel's kind of love. You may be the earth angel involved with this person. They are unhealed, unfortunately. What else about this person? If it comes out, it's interesting. Thank you for the line, but let it fall out, Holy Spirit. The struggle. Wow. The struggle. Unhealed and the struggle. So they have not had an easy life. Wherever they are, it's the streets. It's chaotic, like I said. Every day's a struggle. Every probably hour is, you got to look over your shoulder, probably fighting for your next meal, or if you were living it in a way where you're comfortable, it comes at a price. It's dangerous. Healing power. Unhealed and healing power. No matter how fragmented you feel, you regenerate and emerge stronger, recover and rebuild. So no matter how fragmented they are, something inside is telling them they can recover and rebuild. And then under that, karmic male, karmic cycle. So maybe you've been through a few cycles with this person and you feel like they have too many karmic ways. Unhealed is karmic to me, you know. Wounded, but not seeking, because you can be wounded and be on the journey and not be karmic. But I think karmic is choosing not to heal. The mirror is cracked. Look anyway. The mirror is cracked. Look at your flaws. Even if you see the flaws, don't turn away. Look at them. Heal. So this is all about healing. But it's not for you to heal them. And if you're the one listening that needs to heal, that other person can't heal you. Gaia is the healing that you'll get, the fresh air, the connection to nature, getting away from the madness and the chaos. Maybe you can't get to the beach, you know, just find a secluded area outside to just hear the wind, connect to God. And then it has awakened eyes, can't go back to sleep. I think that's you in the collective dealing with someone that may be karmic. You are awakened. Once you're awakened, you can't go back to sleep. You can't forget what you know, even for loving them, you know. You can't dumb yourself down. And as for the karmic male, so it says it's a male here, karmic male, karmic cycle. And I was picturing a male. I'm not going to lie. Maybe your awakened eyes can't go back to sleep, that you need to get off the streets, that you need to get away from the same old, and you need love in your life. That's what I'm getting from this message. Maybe you need to leave the city behind. Go to the farm, rural areas, or, you know, somewhere you've never been before. Just leave it all behind, to be honest with you. You got everything to gain and nothing to lose. I'm noticing this card that says right timing. This is a pivotal moment where timing is crucial. So I think right now is the time. It's like kind of now or never. Get a spiritual oracle card for you. Is danger. I hear that song, and that's what took me from the lyrics. Is people are seeing a lot of danger. I think this is the pivotal point. Danger is approaching if you don't get away. Mature soul, embracing otherness, empathy, self-awareness, introspective, inquisitive, and sensitive. Maybe you are someone older, on the streets, living that street life. No wonder it's like, yeah, I would say the time is now or never. Envy, maybe that's the danger. Somebody who's always had it out for you, who's always envied you. Newborn soul and breaking contract. Maybe you've had a contract since you were born. God, you're having me talk to a cult member. Um, I don't know. Or maybe it's a gang, not a cult. There could be a gang you were born into or some kind of crime family. Wow, but I'm just looking at the innocence in this child's eyes. You imagine being a baby and never having a choice other than this corruption and this crime and this street life. It happens, I know, but it's just, I can feel it and it's sad. It even says next born witch. Wow. Someone who was born to do this and nothing else. Don't get me wrong, white magic is a beautiful thing. That involves Christ. You know, you do your little mixing and you do your little affirmations or whatever, and you're including God and Christ and your angels and your ancestors every step of the way. That's completely different because you're asking for love, for the higher good. You're being your highest self. But what this is, what I'm feeling from this and breaking contracts since you were born is a dark kind of witch. Someone that is, you know, again, street, no different from a gang. Taking advantage of innocent people, marking people as targets so that you can benefit off of the downfall of someone else. To be born to do that is awful. No matter how it's dressed up in Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Mercedes, I don't care. It's awful. It is so awful. Where do we go from that? I need something. All right. The flame and the unseen. The flame and the unseen. You get tarot for that. Because that can be good or bad. It's unseen is not always a good. Good spirits and ancestors, and could be something on. Let's see. With that hot fire. Yeah. A group with a magician. A community in magic. Death. Tries to create death with magic. Create death. Does death magic. That's what I'm taking it. The Hermit, the Hangman, and the Knight of Pentacles. For a long time. The Hermit, I'm taking it as secret. Sacrificing others for a while. Yeah, this is cult. Eight of Pentacles working. Sorry, I didn't show this. These were the three before. And here's the Death card. Yeah, working is together, mastering. Maybe that's it. That's the whole thing. High Priestess. I don't think in a good way. In a witch, you then had the Ace of Pentacles flipped out in the reverse. But I think High Priestess doing magic, conjuring up stuff, all for money. It may involve a King of Swords, Page of Pentacles, paying for something or offering of something. Offering the Queen of Cups is wish fulfillment, and that's the truth, Ace of Swords. So, yeah. Well, that's it for this message. I'll come back with another one. That's all I can say for this one. I don't feel any redemption for this. I don't think that this person is going, I won't say, let me not say redemption, that's God's call. I don't think they will let go of what has always held them since birth. And if you're involved with this kind of person, there was a card out here for you that said you can't unlearn what you learned, or once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. You know already what to do. So with that, I send you love, and I will see you next time.